And what up YouTube, this is RoboRider here, and tonight I'm going to go over my GoPro 11 settings that I use to shoot at night. I've had some people ask me what my settings were because I guess it looks good, so I'll go ahead and put a screenshot of my settings right here so you can go ahead and copy them, and then I'll kind of explain what they are and kind of how I get everything going. But I'm here at the Southgate Shopping Center in Lakeland. Really cool place to shoot. Good lighting down here. So I figured I'd come here to shoot a video real quick. Close this so you can hear me. One big thing you need to know with GoPro and shooting at night is to have the hyper smooth actually off. Now this sounds kind of counterintuitive, but when the hyper smooth is on, it is constantly looking for light because GoPro requires a lot of light. And when you have that setting on, it needs to be super bright out. So your best bet at night is to actually have that setting off. And the reason being is it really doesn't have a lot of light to grab to actually use the hyper smooth. So a lot of people put that on thinking it's going to stabilize their footage, but it actually makes it worse. It makes it look jittery and jumpy. So have that off. Have your shutter on auto. Keep the ISO settings. You don't want to go above 1600. You go above that, you're going to get some grainy looking film and it's going to look bad. So that's kind of the settings I use, especially the past couple of videos if you've watched. Shooting at night, I'm going to night events. And to be honest, at those events, I'm actually using my iPhone to record because it does a lot better job with low light. But as far as the bike goes, those are my settings. And another big thing that you want with audio, if you watch a bunch of videos back, I show you the mic that I have. It's like a $9 mic from Amazon, and it replaces like Turtle Beach microphones, and I just routed it through my helmet. But a big thing with mics is to try to reduce as much wind noise as possible. Try to have it as close to your mouth as humanly possible, and keep all your vents closed, because if you open up your vents, you're going to hear the whistling. It's going to ruin your video. People aren't going to watch it. Those are the settings I use on the GoPro, and that's the mic that I use. And you know, now we're just gonna ride around downtown Lakeland. The Cobb and Penn, right there. But this is Dixieland area. It gets a lot of hate because they built these bike lanes right here, and nobody uses a bike down here. They built the big chunky concrete ugliness that took away a lane for people to be able to get around easier, but they've been nothing but a burden. During the day, it's caused a lot of traffic. I don't like them personally. It was a big overhaul, big project that the city paid for, and to be honest, no one likes them. Another pro tip, some people have asked, they said, hello cuppers. Anyway, they said, or they've asked, hey, like, your exhaust sounds good, what kind of exhaust is that? I literally just have slip-ons by Chrome Werks. It was on the bike whenever I got it. They sound pretty good, but a pro tip that I do to actually capture the audio is I have saddlebags, and on my exhaust side of my saddlebags, I put my iPhone in there and use the voice recorder, and that's how I capture the audio of my exhaust. So I'll have my in-helmet mic on, and then I'll have the microphone on my iPhone inside my saddlebag pointing down towards the exhaust, and it picks it up fairly decently. I've tried other mics and stuff like that, but they peak too much. It causes distortion. The iPhone does a good job of compressing it while still capturing the audio. So that's what I use to capture the exhaust. Especially on these rides where I'm not really talking. That's what I've done, is I literally just use my iPhone to record. It's a very cheap way to do it. Some people buy expensive audio recorders to do all that. I didn't want to spend any money, any additional money on something like that, so my iPhone works great. Keep in mind when you do that, if you do that, one, it's in a saddlebag, and I think I wrapped it in like a shirt as like a wind buffer. But also keep in mind to keep it on airplane mode, because if someone calls you or texts you, it could mess up that whole recording. So as you can see, I'm in downtown Lakeland here. And yeah, we'll just ride around. If anything cool happens, I'll show you guys. We are roughly 23 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So if you come across this video and you're using the settings that I've talked about, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, because I'd really appreciate it. Dang, look at that bike. Whew. Sheesh. The very famous restaurants down here. We got Harry's here. This is like Munn Park in the square. But yeah, the settings that I put up work great for this landscape right now. It sounds so good to ride a bike in downtown Lakeland. Especially, I come at night when there's not a lot of people here. Because you can kind of go through and not get stuck in traffic. Go over the train tracks. Yeah, basically I'm gonna go to where Lake Mere is, which is another beautiful part of Lakeland. I believe that was 1961, if I had the name right. Harry's Bar and Grill. It's been a staple in Lakeland for a while. And a lot of this here in downtown Lakeland is newer, like Summit there. Back when I first moved to Lakeland, you actually just kept driving to go around the lake through here. None of this was there. So we've had a lot of growth. Got the Terrace Hotel there, Terrace Hotel. Of course, Lakeland is known for our swans. I think the story is it was gifted to us by the Queen of England or something. Got the rec room over there. But yeah, this is a beautiful Lake Mere here. A lot of people run it. A lot of people, I think they like use longboards and stuff, rollerblade, whatever. It's all Christmassy now and pretty. But yeah, like I said, you use the settings that I screenshot on the editing process here. It gives you pretty good night POV on a motorcycle, and I've been asked by a lot of people what settings I use, because you know they've tried and they put on hyper smooth and their footage is all just shaking like crazy. So you know, I'm not like a gatekeeper. I like to share the knowledge and things that I've learned through trial and error, and just help out other people, you know, people with smaller channels. In the grand scheme of things, my channel is actually very small, But I'm all about, you know, just sharing tips and tricks and ideas, because, you know, why hold it to yourself? You can give people some pointers, then do it. And some people have a good background, you know, they studied maybe communications in college or something like that. Please don't come out. But, you know, they have a good technical background when it comes to, you know, filming, editing, ISO settings, shutter settings, what it means and all that. I actually use a completely different setup for my daytime shots, because the friend of a GoPro is the sun. And at night is not GoPro friendly, but there is things you can do to make it better. And that's why I wanted to make this video and just kind of explain what I do. But yeah, this is a beautiful area of downtown Lakeland, just kind of all around Lake Mirror. We got parking garages, a lot of newer buildings and stuff like that. But I really just love coming down here and cruising and just looking at the stuff that's being built, and, you know, how much Lakeland has grown in all these years. And here's another kind of side part of Lake Mirror. I've been around this lake so many times. There's a beautiful fountain in the middle. And like I said, all of these Christmas decorations are up. They probably still have a few more things to put up. I just love it down here. Yeah, one of my most watched videos is literally me just driving around down here. It's kind of crazy. If you haven't been here before, Bedrock Wings, that place is bomb. Got the chop shop, pretty decent as well. But yeah, we just have a very small downtown here. And like one park here, there's like the square. You know, during the holidays, obviously they put lights on everywhere. There's always a lot of people here. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful downtown. Black and Brew. That place opened while I was in college, and it actually started out as a music venue. They had live music there all the time, and it was just a coffee shop. But they kind of switched more to a catering to business people, having lunches and stuff like that. There's Old City Hall. And you got SCU downtown. Shout out. It's my alma mater there. That school has blown up. And back when I went there, I was one of the few motorcycle riders, actually. And I ran into somebody who is a wrestler. I don't remember his name, and he probably follows this channel, so I'm sorry if I forgot your name. But he's actually a wrestler for SCU Wrestling, and he rides a motorcycle. I think he was there with his brother, hanging out at the bike night that we had with Lakeland Motor Riders. But if you're coming across this video, you're around Lakeland, and you want some people to ride with, or you want to meet me and ride with me, I go to bike night with the Lakeland Motor Riders. It is every Saturday for the first couple weeks of the month, and the last week of the month, it's actually at Fun Bike Center. And currently, we have a bike night at the End Zone in North Lakeland, and that's every week. Yeah, this is just a beautiful place to ride through. So much better late at night too. And now we're on, it's called South Florida. This is the road. Big banks, Gaslight Tattoo. A lot of people go there. But yeah, if this video has been helpful to you, kind of figuring out settings at night, please hit the like and subscribe button. That helps push my content up to more people, and it might be helpful to them to come across my videos. But yeah, I mainly make content for taller riders. This is a 22 Harley Davidson Lowrider S. I have about 14-inch risers on here, thrashing, a little bit of pullback. I got a bunch of Eagle Lights things. If you look at my prior videos, I have a partnership with them for multiple lights. They also make, there's an oil dipstick that has been selling a lot. A lot of people like it because it gives you a readout. One of my next videos, Eagle Lights, has started making foot pegs, like MX style. And they sent me a pair of black ones forever ago. But I haven't been able to put them on because I was out since like Father's Day. I got really injured, not from an accident or anything, but I just had a bad disc bulge in my neck, and I ended up having to get surgery for it and getting screws and plates and all this craziness where I ended up paralyzed. So it kind of stopped me from making content for a while, but I'm back now, baby. But anyway, Eagle Light sent me the MX pegs to put on. They sent me a bunch of stuff to put on that I also review, but they sent it a long time ago for me to put on. But I'm finally getting around to doing it because I can actually feel my hands again, and I want to put them on so they match my bike. Here's another famous place in Lakeland, Lovebird, Almost Famous Chicken. That place is amazing. The only downside is the line's always out the door, but that tells you the food is amazing. But yeah, that'll be my next video, is putting the MX pegs on. And as always, if you go to Eagle Lights and you use, geez, that dude's flying. Sorry, squirrel. But go to Eagle Lights, use code ROBORIDER, and you'll get yourself a discount on anything that you order from their store. And they are a great company, lifetime warranty on all their products. They're super responsive, they ship quickly. And again, who can beat a lifetime warranty? No questions asked. Ooh, that cop is getting that car that took off. Someone in trouble. I don't think he turned and went that way, Ossifer. Maybe he did. Well, his night's about to be ruined. At first, I thought he was lighting me up. I'm like, what did I do? Cool. Yeah, one thing in Lakeland, there is a lot of cops around. And, you know, I really respect law enforcement. I don't think I've ever been pulled over in Lakeland. There is a lot of people who speed. And again, we get pretty overcrowded, especially when it's snowbird season. So they're definitely out patrolling a lot, which is why I don't do many crazy things on my bike, because I don't want a ticket. And I know some of the guys that come to bike night, y'all are hooligans sometimes, but that's okay. I mean, you do you. I'm not judging. In fact, I like seeing it. It's pretty entertaining. And sadly, this is the Hooters on South Florida. They have closed down permanently. We've had a lot of restaurants here close down, which is crazy because we have so many people moving here, so I don't know why they're failing. And this is one of my favorite places, Texas Roadhouse. Bro, that bread and honey butter, mwah, chef kiss. Plaza Mexico is also very good. But yeah, this is my my typical riding around places between here and also Brandon. I'm situated in a perfect spot in Mulberry, Florida to go to a lot of cool places, a lot of nice places to ride, like Plant City. And, you know, it's just a great place to own a motorcycle, especially in Florida, except for in the summers when it's raining every 5 seconds. But this time of year, the weather here is beautiful. Got a rev bomb under here. Oh yeah, can't resist. Do, 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 do. But yeah, tonight I almost didn't shoot a video because I've been kind of sick the past couple days and I just didn't feel like it. But like, I made a commitment to do at least a video a week, so I'm trying to stick to that because I took so much time off. And like, we're right on the cusp of 1,000 subscribers, which has been a goal of mine for probably about 2 years now, and we're almost there. Like, I think I checked earlier, I need 23 more people to hit that goal. And why is that goal important, Robo Rider? Well, you have to be at 1,000 subscribers to actually monetize your channel fully. And what that means is you're getting paid for all the views. And it's not like I'm gonna make a ton of money, but currently all my videos, if you click on them, it's gonna show you an advertisement. And guess what? YouTube gets all of that. So once I hit that 1,000 sub mark, I will be able to partake in a piece of that pie for my own content. So that's why it's important to hit that 1,000 mark. You also have to hit, I believe, over 4,000 watch hours. And I surpassed that goal months ago, before I was even down for surgery. So now it's strictly just a subscriber count, which is what I'm trying to get to. And it's been a goal of mine. And obviously once I hit that goal, I'm not gonna stop, but it's just a huge milestone to hit as a content creator, if you wanna call me that. I'm honestly just a guy who likes motorcycles, and there's not a lot of channels of guys that are my size. I'm 6'5" and 255 pounds that make content. And honestly, a lot of these bikes are built for the average size male, American male, where it doesn't include big guys like me. One of you commented on one of my videos that it's like less than 0.01% of the population is like 6'4" or taller. So I guess I'm an anomaly. But there was no channels that I found that were geared towards taller riders. Now, I've since obviously said that in my videos, and people are like, oh, look at this guy, or look at this guy, which is cool. I just, you know, I never found it before. So I figured, hey, I'm gonna make some videos and talk about being a taller rider and what parts to put on, and, you know, reviewing things. You know, I committed a cardinal sin by getting a Lowrider S and putting forwards on it. But a guy my size at 6'5", I need forwards. My freaking knees were in my chest when I had the mids on. So, you know, it was a necessity for me. And also getting risers and these bars and stuff like that to make it more comfortable. Also this Memphis shades fairing and what size windshield to get because the wind buffeting and all that. This is a, I believe, 11-inch vented Memphis shade windshield, and the buffeting on my helmet is very minimal. Now, I started off, I had a 17-inch one, and that was, my head was shaking like crazy. So it's not always taller is better. Sometimes you need a lower windshield that'll allow clean air to hit your helmet. And a lot of these helmets, I have a GTR 2, do a great job of deflecting wind like they should, because, you know, they're meant to be on sport bikes that don't have windshields and stuff like that. So, you know, I just wanted to make content that geared towards taller riders, and I think it's done pretty well. I've met a lot of amazing people on the way. a lot of really good friends. Like you guys have seen on my channel, Barto Bunny, become a pretty good friend of mine. Even meeting the Lakeland motor rider people. I know they're newer, but my channel has made relationships, and I'm really appreciative of that, this whole community. So that's kind of why I do what I do, and I want to help this community more. Maybe other motovloggers who are starting out. Oh, that's so fun to do. But other motovloggers that are starting out and like trying to figure out GoPro and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to shoot this video at night. Like, what settings do I use? How do I make it work? GoPro has a lot of stuff in its menus, and if you don't know how to use it right, your content's not going to look good. And if you have shaky, crappy quality video, people aren't going to watch your videos. And I learned that kind of as a guy that consumes videos. And one of the people that got me started in all of this is my man Blockhead. He's in Orlando, and I had a buddy. Well, let me take that back. Blockhead is the one I watched the most. He kind of helped me get started in motovlogging, but the main person is my friend Chad from college. We had the same bike, or he had the bike first. It was an Iron 883. So I reached out to him. I'm like, oh, I want that bike. Tell me about it. And next thing you know, I got the same bike. He started motovlogging kind of and shooting a lot of cinematic quality video, and just he like exploded because his stuff looks so good. But his channel was Beach Biker. He now has a channel, Chad Ainsworth. But just hanging out with him and watching him, he told me about Blockhead, and ever since he told me about Blockhead, I was watching that channel every day and just loved what he was doing. And that's why I got started in this. I actually met Blockhead, got to talk to him a lot, you know, about motorcycles and YouTube and stuff like that, and even his tech on his channel. I talked to him for about an hour and a half one day. But just this whole community is amazing, and that's kind of what made me start doing my content. Is I saw their stuff and it's great. I watch them still. Chase on 2 wheels, Hurt 2 wheels, Shade Tree Surgeon, also in Florida, Shay Lisi. All of these people I'm still watching as a fan, but I'm also doing content myself because around here there's no one like me, because I'm super tall. You know, I have to modify my bike for a taller person, and I said, hey, why not shoot some content about it? Because maybe you're watching this video and you're super tall and you're like, what do I do? What do I get? You know, all this stuff. And that's kind of, that made me want to find my niche. And while there is probably people who watch this channel who aren't 6'5", you know, they're 5'10", they're average, whatever. My content is also made for them, but I gear it more towards the taller rider and trial and error with things, and also how to shoot video. That's one thing I want to get into more, is like my settings, how I do what I do. I do plan on shooting a daytime video to show you guys how I get the quality that I get, and that's through the use of locking your shutter, getting ND filters, and just utilizing the GoPro to its full potential to get the best cinematic quality you can get. Because I tell you, when you have good quality and your audio sounds decent, people are gonna stay engaged in your content. If you have shaky video or your microphone sounds like crap, people are gonna just swipe away from the video. They're not gonna want to watch it, because usually, like me, they're annoyed. It's like, this sounds horrible. And I'm sure the person recording is probably funny, they probably have good content, but it's just their execution of it is off. So that's been the purpose of this video, to show my nighttime settings, take you around Lakeland, show you some of my favorite places, and just be me. So again, please hit that like and subscribe button. Help me get to the 1,000 sub mark. We are doing a giveaway. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, Eagle Lights is giving away for free a headlight of theirs, since they sponsor my channel. And you don't have to have a Harley Davidson Lowrider S. They are going to give away a headlight that fits on your bike and whatever bracketry, harnesses is required to get it working, they're going to get it working for you. And they made that promise to me that they would sponsor the 1,000 sub giveaway. So once we hit that mark, we're going to do a drawing. Someone's going to get a free headlight, and you can only get that by going to the giveaway video and commenting on it. Leaving a comment is the way you enter, and I hope you go visit that video because there's not a lot of people entered right now, and that means you have a good chance of winning. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. As I always say, please ride safe, keep at least 2 wheels down. If you're going to be a hooligan and pop wheelies, keep that 1 wheel down. Y'all ride safe. See you in the next video. Peace.